Front of the dinero, riding my bicycle, taxi driving me crazy like my name was Travis Bickle. When the beat you keep playing is imposter style, illegitimate, he'll treat you like my Jodie Foster child.
Checker charioteer Robert De Niro as Travis Bickle rides around our octagon-sporting Stargate mobile with a faux Kong military badge while receiving his dollar bill pyramid talisman in master filmmaker Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Travis has many fine adventures in this classic, including inappropriate use of the word Jesus and giving the presidential nominee candidate a ride in his Stargate mobile, but his most famous fare we will deal with when appropriate contextual framework has been constructed.
Let's go.
Can I call you? Jesus Christ, I got a taxi.
When James Cameron isn't filming our US President Resident Arnold as a secret agent hanging from a helicopter, or Michael Biehn making first contact with a water door, vortex-resembling Atlantean-themed, underwater, bug-eyed alien race. He can be seen narrating in the Exodus Decoded, which agrees with my views that the Hebrew slaves were in fact the Hyksos shepherd pharaohs and their people, as well as documenting having discovered the mortal remains of what he believes is Jesus Christ. Fellow synchronicity researcher Todd Campbell from Through the Looking Glass uncovered this sync gem as the Disney Atlantis film has a checkered floor hallway with cross-beamed ceiling resembling very closely the pyramid Stargate crop circle. The Atlantis city itself has lily pads and lotus blossoms. One of the possibly psychedelic substances connected to the Atlantean story is the Egyptian blue lily. Long before Kreisneger was being directed by James Jesus Tomb Raider, he played Hercules in New York, his first feature film. When a cab driver demands from our God $2, he responds by toppling, as he calls it, the chariot.
He want to be paid for driving Hercules in the chariot?
While Mercury, or Hermes, thus Thoth, arrives in New York by helicopter.
Greetings, Hercules.
Mercury. What brings you down here?
You.
In myth, Hercules split the mountain that was Atlas in two, forming the Pillars of Hercules, beyond which Plato said lies Atlantis. This resonates strongly with the Twin Towers, which can be seen on the poster, and again connects with the pyramid as mountain theme, or perhaps we should now say Pillartinamid. None other than the goddess herself, Isis, the mother of Horus, Kreisneger, and the wife of Osiris, Orion, Ronald, brings us Last Action Hero, in which a magic ticket opens stargates to alternate realities inside a checkered floor theater.
Or you and Toto can go back to the land of Oz. Questions?
And bullseye, a direct hit as Kreisneger smashes and actually passes through the Stargate octagon, this while evading a helicopter of all things. Will wonders never cease? Our bad guys give chase in a checker cab.
Checker cab, no airbag. We stop.
Okay.
And actually use the ticket to escape, opening a vortex inside our Stargate mobile. A young Jodie Foster steps inside Travis Bickle's checker chariot of the gods. Contact with higher intelligence, veiled as the other, is the meta-narrative of films like 1989's Communion, written by Whitley Strieber, based on alleged true accounts of alien contact. The divine playing at the other, the oldest game, symbolically ushered in the dawning of the new stage of human consciousness through the superficially material, ritualistic act of the collapse of the pillars of the temple or gate, opening the portal for the entering in of the new consciousness, likely to be completed in 2012, as materially represented in the 9/11 mega-ritual metaphor in the form of the octagonal Freedom Tower. Notice how the words communion, which can involve the taking of the Holy Eucharist, the blood and body of the Christ, are imposed over the pyramids. Not surprising, as the prevailing Stargate mythos at this stage in the game is still Jesus Christ's second coming. Second coming being merely a metaphor for contact with higher intelligence, or the divine, the opening of the Stargate of cosmic illumination. Our pyramid-discovering VLA radio telescopes return as checker charioteer Jodie Foster's listening post for higher intelligence, complete with the contact symbol, the hexagon. Apart from the contact hexagon and 9/11 time travel resonant Stargate machine helicopter pass, notably we also have the Lost Manhattan Island 77 Pan Crowley sigil on a Oz balloon, and the gate symbol of the octagon. In contact with higher intelligence and the Saturn hexagon, and the second part of the comic book cycle, we see how the hexagon on Saturn's North Pole bleeds non-locally into film through a Buckminster geodesic in the film Silent Running. R. Buckminster Fuller's principles have been incorporated into the giant spire atop our octagonal 2012 Freedom Tower. One would do well to remember he also believed he was in contact with interstellar telepaths. The hexagonal geodesic hangs from the Arecibo radio telescope, the largest of its kind in the world, from which Carl Sagan and others beamed a message to alien intelligences in 1974. As if not satisfied with their 2001 sublime six-armed milk-yield design, the Plankers and/or Mystery gave us less than a week later a dual A right next to SETI's Chilbolton radio telescope, consisting of a revolutionary dot matrix typeface and a reply to the Arecibo message. The Arecibo reply came less than a month short of the 9/11 Stargate mega ritual, and identified itself as being connected to the higher consciousness metaphor, the Grey, replacing the human in the original transmission. A year later, a grey face appears with 3 Orion-like star objects above its shoulder, connecting it to the World Trade Center and Pyramid ritual. The communion poster and the grey face crop circle are therefore symbolic equivalents. The non-local, multi-contextual, higher intelligence contact is synchromistically unveiled as the camera moves from the hexagonal geodesic of the Arecibo telescope, panning to reveal checker charioteer Jodie awaiting first contact on our pyramid Stargate crop circle representing checkered floor. Keeping a vigilante eye on our Stargate nymphette and taxi driver, a truck bearing the image of the 6-armed Milky Mega Julia or Galaxy crop circle passes directly behind Jodie Foster, confirming contact.
It keeps me from reality, reality is mine. To play with and mold, the best thing I ever did was let go. So let go of the models, transcend the physical mind, and peacefully become part of the whole. The walls came tumbling down, but this time it was for keeps. I've been running around, looking for my feet, now they're part of the ground. And make the ground complete, live in the now, and forever be at peace, live in the now. Don't stray away from the cycle, I'm one with the universe, one with the life flow. When you know that that which is below is above, the fear you once had will become love. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? I was slipping away, but no matter what I am, I'm me, and I know me, so I'm okay. Have you ever felt yourself slipping away? You were slipping away, but no matter what you are, you're you, and you know you, so you're okay. It starts out with a question: how much of it is real? Now all is irrelevant outside of this ordeal. Don't worry about explaining it. There ain't no human language that can actually describe exactly how you feel. Now I see clear through external distractions. Piece by piece it comes together. So I laugh and I smile. In the beginning it was deranged, but I guess all things come to pass after after a while, if madness could have